Bye-bye. Hello. Bye-bye. All right, map number 2. Holy Squid Empire's map pick of Ancient. Rawkus, Cawkus starting things off on the CT side. The pistols went rolling there. That was weird. Kind of cool. Oh, auto director. All right, what does auto director think we should look at? Because otherwise the whole thing doesn't work. Looks like it's going to be a B hit by Holy Squid Empire, and there have been 4 players left here by Rawkus Cawkus, so we're going to have a bloodbath to start this one off. This bloodbath, though, going the way of Holy Squid Empire. Double headshots for Fiend, leaving Rawkus Cawkus out in the cold. We've got Costa sitting behind these smokes, does call in Grave Kevin, but there's been so much time lopped off the bomb already that Foogie's able to just crush. And we'll get a ridiculous animation out of Fiend. I mean, you all know my primary M4. And if you don't, you haven't been paying attention to my streams. That's okay. I don't stream gameplay anyway, so. Well, a very rough pistol round for Rawkus is going to lead Holy Squid Empire off to a fairly solid lead. A couple of MAC-10s for the Squid Empire. They are just looking to get down to this bomb site and make this site as fast, make this take as fast as possible. However, USP's come out strong. Oh, Foogie, what happened? Wait, he got killed, but there was no Molotovs. What just happened? I don't even... That was an interesting round from all involved. Looks like round number 3, Rawkus will choose to go for that full buy that unfortunately denies them the AWP. It's been interesting to see how the buys have evolved with the new CT money, where with a couple of kills on the CT side, you can get that op on round number 3, but if you don't have any kills, you're still going to be poor. Unfortunately, though, more fortunately for Rawkus, they are able to remove the A lurk of Foogie, so that is going to leave the B bomb site, however, a little bit weaker. They've pushed so much of their efforts onto A that B is left completely open. Servo unable to get involved. The Molotov going to deny him entry. Another one for Long, and Holy Squid Empire, they have very handily taken this B bomb site now. 2 rounds, the pistol and this one. They're just flat out winning the gunfights versus Rawkus. So far on their own map pick, things going quite well for them. You love to see it, and Zale are about to catch some strays over on A, but Grave Kevin ready for the lurk, so not gonna be losing that at least. And as the bomb blasts, that is an extra $100 from those kills, but we're not gonna get a rebuy, and unfortunately Costa disconnected. So, yeah, technical difficulties. I don't know where Costa went. Does look like they've reconnected, so that's good. Yeah, they do. People buy that skin to just put terrible things on it. All right, into round number 4. So with that disconnection, Rawkus, they're only able to hold on to 1 M4. And that's been put over toward A. So the pistols all grouped up towards B. Brave Kevin left alone to try and cover mid and A from Donut. He's got a bit of an inkling of the players coming in through main. First spray down good. He's going to be looking for more, but he tosses out the nade. And in the meantime, SGM is there to catch him. Now, big push through T-spawn. Fugi able to crack into Y-prack, but these pistols now in a bit of a dire situation as that bomb is planted. This had to be a little bit of a gimme round. Grave Kevin needed to do a whole lot more. 5.7s, though, still perfectly serviceable pistols as Servo caps through SGM. 2 versus 2. Holy Squid Empire definitely holding this one strong, and Yoda and Zaylor, they lose 4 out of 5, which, honestly, Rawkus stealing more kills than they really should have gotten out of that round. The start is actually looking a whole lot like Dust 2, except Holy Squid Empire starting on the T side instead of the CT. And so the big thing is really going to be, all right, now you really need to stop the bleeding somehow. The problem being is if you're not ready, Fiend boosted up erases Servo from the server. That is an AWP duel victory for the Holy Squid Empire. It's been knocked out over by Ramp, and that's going to give info, but also space to the Holy Squid Empire. Rawkus Cawkus trying to steal that space back with 2 players in through cave, but the Molotov will deny it. Big push up ramp now. Holy Squid Empire still very interested in trying to fight this B bomb site round after round. Oh, no way. Oh, Grave Kevin completely shredded through the wood wall as well. That is just practice making perfect. Y-Prack Demon now all alone, waiting for the push out through ramp. He's waiting right behind the smoke, but just as it fades, they're ready for him, and the nade and the spam. Holy Squid Empire with a flawless 5th round. They've started this with a big pistol on B. They have not let go of that site since. This is the point where Rawkus Cawkus, they're pretty much stuck in a situation that's looking to go from bad to worse. Tons of MP9s does mean that they can maybe stack up some cash, but only 1 kill going the way of Servo and a 1 for 2 is, I mean, it's a start. But I do like what we saw there from the start of the round where Rawkus are trying to take early control of bottom mid. It's just that, again, Holy Squid Empire are shooting just so much better. They're almost on another level. I like what I'm seeing from Grave Kevin trying to slink away toward main, but again, the timing is just working out so well. Holy Squid Empire are everywhere they need to be every single time. So Holy Squid Empire, they'll get that bomb down, and Unbound will be left in the unenviable 1 versus 4. Any more weapons that he can take away would be at least make this bitter pill a little bit less bitter, but he loses the gunfight with Fugi, and that is going to be a 6th as Holy Squid Empire just speedrun map number 2. Well, again, it's the full round loss bonus for Rawkus, but if they're not getting kills, they're just not going to be enough money on the CT side, and if they keep forcing up over and over again, then they're going to be out of this half the entire time. I do enjoy some speed runs, but I don't enjoy it when it's a CS speed run. Fugi spraying through 2 there. Just leaving it down to Servo in a 1 versus 5 in a position outside of A main, so that is a place where Holy Squid Empire may look to escape to. So there may be an opportunity to possibly... Auto Director, what were we doing there? You're just jerking around. Ooh, big swing out for Zaylor. Does get caught, but now Servo's position known, and he's been wrecked down to half HP. Fugi gonna finish the job. And it's a 7-0 for Holy Squid Empire. But yes, I enjoy speedruns, just not when they're CS speedruns. I like it when both sides win rounds. Now a couple of force buys in a row, and that does leave Rawkus in the spot where they're able to buy up once again. But they just haven't had the right formula. It's been a couple of things. Holy Squid Empire are shooting really, really well. In the duels that have been taken, in the duels that are taken outside of smokes, Holy Squid Empire seems to be on top. However, when there's enough utility, we get to see exactly what we need from Rawkus Cawkus. Now Fiend alone, 1 versus 3. His team has been run through in mid. Doubles for Unbound. Looking for more. Oh, but this is some bad info. Rawkus Cawkus looking to try it. They've got Grave Kevin sitting alone on A with their other players sitting so far off sides of B. If they had players in a position to trade on B, this round could go so differently. Now they've given so much space over to Fiend. He's going to peek inside of Cave. The first player to be deleted is Unbound. Who's next? A quick peek leaves Yprack on the floor, and it's just Grave Kevin left standing as the bomb is planted. And Holy Squid Empire, this 1 versus 3 that could have been their first round of the map, leaves them at an 8-0 scoreline. It is just all gone wrong for Rawkus Cawkus. Holy Squid Empire crusading their way through Ancient. Looks like we might be seeing the Holy Squid Empire in the next round of ESEA Advanced playoffs for Season 55. Can we get 1 round, though? 1 round from Rawkus. It shouldn't be too much to ask. But it is looking right now like Rawkus are gonna be done with this season, and Holy Squid Empire will go on to face the winner of Wanted Goons and Regain. See how that game's going. It looks like that game is still on map number 1. Fun. Well, definitely a rough situation, but a decent rebuy here as we... Oh, I pushed a button. That means that I have to rerun the auto exec. Oh, I like the sneak out through main. There we go. Rawkus Cawkus. They're doing... Oh my gosh. They finally managed to take Holy Squid Empire by surprise, and it might be everything. We've seen the 1 versus 3, though. How does the 4 versus 3 go? Fugi knows there's a player behind him, and that means that Grave Kevin is able to surround him. Good kill for Zaylor, managing to find some space over on B, but the bomb is in a whole nother zip code as Costa mows it down. And this might finally be the secret. This might finally be the solution for Rawkus. B doesn't work, mid doesn't work, you get some space over on A. They did it. Is 8 all Holy Squid Empire are able to get? Oh, we might get the shot again. Yprac Demon caught over by Slant. Servo trying to make space on Shelf, but a Holy Squid Empire catching 2 right off the bat. Those aren't even entries. That's just being caught out of position for Rawkus. Everybody trying to get space. Asta kissing the Holy Squid Empire players in the smoke over by Elbow gets punished as well. The round after everything goes so right, more right than you would ever expect, everything goes wrong. And Unbound is about to be unhinged as SGM makes it another flawless round for Holy Squid Empire. There is just nothing that is going right for Rawkus. Not a singular thing. 9-1, 2 rounds left in the half. Was there even a small hope? Well, good starts. Again, Servo on the extremities might be the opening that Rawkus need. Yprac Demon following behind, and a double kill will bust this round wide open. 2 versus 4 now. Bomb left over. Whoa. Horror right there. We saw the inside of the terrorist mask. That was weird. Welcome on in, Logan. Now 2 versus 4 for the Holy Squid Empire. They've won from bad situations before, but if Rawkus can convert this round and take a third on their CT, I'm not going to say this is salvageable, but it makes it go from, yeah, we might as well end stream now to maybe there's a chance. Op strikes once. Unbound, good on the first. SGM looking to trade that one back. Smoke going to be tossed over to short, but looks like Yprac Demon can get out in front. Meanwhile, Grave Kevin offers themselves up as a little bit of bait down to 16 HP for SGM, and Costa in to put the final nail on the coffin. 2-9. Again, I think one more round for Rawkus would make me feel like there's at least the tiniest chance that they can bring this back on their T side. I feel like a 10-2 is just, yeah, I mean, look at how badly the rest of the game has gone. I'm not convinced that there can be a comeback. The pistol round has to go flawlessly at this point. Pistol round conversion, and then you need that third round as well. We'll see. If Holy Squid Empire force it, if I'm getting ahead of myself, but if there's a pistol round win for Rawkus, if they convert into a force versus the Holy Squid Empire, then maybe. But already this round is not looking good. 3 versus 4 as they try to defend. They've left everybody off on their own islands with Grave Kevin and Costa dead. I can't even say, sometimes it feels like the CT side is losing due to inability to trade, but right now it just feels like Holy Squid Empire, they're on fire. The multi-frags are going crazy. Yprac Demon, good exit through the cave, but again, Holy Squid Empire get control. Now Servo alone in the 1 versus 2. AWP in his hands. He's been solid with this weapon already, but he peeks into Fiend, and that is going to be curtains. Holy Squid Empire on double digits on T side of Ancient. They switch over to CT. Can it get better? Now this pistol round is going to be all too important for Rawkus. If they, again, have any ideas, any thoughts of a comeback, they need this round. They are doing something different. They are going for that A-bomb site. Ancient is weird. Sometimes I feel like everybody's going B. Sometimes I feel like everybody's going A. At the very least this time, both teams have kept it different. Holy Squid Empire demolished B. Rawkus Cawkus looks like they really want the A-bomb site, but they're already starting to exit through Donut and head toward B. So Rawkus are looking to be a little bit weird, a little bit punchy on this pistol round. As Unbound and Grave Kevin, they do manage to swing it. Lots of multi-kills. It's a full house with Unbound over Grave. And okay. Not a believer yet. You still got to win the conversion here, but I feel like there was an interesting possibility for Holy Squid Empire to force up and maybe look to take that momentum back early on. I mean, the money wasn't great. There were 3 players left surviving on Rawkus, so full USPs out, a B site stacked. Rawkus gonna make their way over toward A. They've managed to completely slip the net here. Oh, Zaylor. They don't know that Servo's waiting for them behind under the boxes. Does he have the second here, though? The pistols are doing, well, nothing. They're just served up on a plate. 4 kills for Servo. The only ace that we might have seen. Not gonna happen. Big slides everywhere. I hope somebody has clipped some of these weird sliding things that are going on, because they're kind of funny. Well, now what, Rawkus? Now you gotta fight the guns. This is where Holy Squid Empire have had your number. Like, it's not even that Holy Squid Empire have had huge momentum shifting eco rounds. It's just that when they've had guns in their hands, the shots have hit. That's not exactly illuminating analysis, but if they can change their fortunes, then we'll see if we get something more interesting. SGM and Yoda able to trade these back, and the damage is huge off of the utility for Holy Squid Empire. Bomb will be planted, so Rawkus at least going to have that money in their back pocket. However, now they have to hold on to it. Grave Kevin only goes 1 for 1 over in Temple. Costa and Wyprak with a total of, well, I was going to say total of about 60 HP, but now Costa the only one alive on 23 HP. Molly going to be thrown over into Donut. There's not a whole lot Costa can do at this point. He does peek. He does get some shots off. That Molly went a little bit too deep, but this nade won't. Bounces off the back of Donut and ends him as Holy Squid Empire grab 11. More slidey clips. Does look like Holy Squid Empire do have the moves right now. Again, after watching Servo and Grave versus FlyQuest Red, I thought that Rawkus had a little bit more in the tank, but Holy Squid Empire are, well, they've got the ink jets online, and they are moving at 25 miles an hour with their donut brains, as this A-bomb site has been completely shut down. Costa just looking for some kills as the save is now basically required of him. 1 versus 3. Not going to be an easy one by any stretch of the imagination. Fugi waiting for him outside of brown room or red room, and well, that's going to be it. And that is it in more ways than one, as Rawkus are out of money, and now they're out of chances. 12-4. Holy Squid Empire looking at map and series point. I mean, there are a few things to take away from this, but I'll save them for after the game. Unfortunately for Rawkus, they are stuck with that hero Galil, which is just heartbreaking. They've got a decent amount of utility, but again, it's Tech 9s, and that's not really enough. That's sometimes enough if you all charge in together. Manage to overwhelm an opponent with them. Holy Squid Empire holding pretty far back are going to make it pretty difficult. However, the AWP run down by Yprak Demon, so this 2 versus 2 does feel like it's got a little bit of a chance for Holy Squid Empire, but they haven't even checked behind boxes, and Yoda going to have some quick, clean, easy shots to clean this one up. 13-4 is Holy Squid Empire. Holy moly. They blast their way through Rawkus. Just not even a shadow of a doubt. And they 2-0 it to continue.